Alright, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the recent addition to Florida Gators recruiting class. I apologize if you hear my fan in the background. It's been really hot in my bedroom today, so I needed to put the fan on. So the Florida Gators added Vernell Brown III, who is a legacy recruit whose father and I believe his grandfather also played at Florida as well. Yes, he was a third generation Gator. Vernell Brown III, or VB3, as some people like to call him, kind of like EW3, Eugene Wilson III. He picked Florida over finalists Florida State, Miami, Ohio State, and he is part of a long line of family members who have attended the school. However, it wasn't the driving factor in his decision making. It was the fact that he felt that they have so much to offer outside of the whole recruiting facade regarding to how to develop him as a player, a student, and as a human being. He said to Swarm 24/7, all four of the schools I had, they were good schools. He was talking about the top four. Ultimately, it came down to where I wanted to go, and that's how I decided. And that legacy approach, they used it a little bit more towards the end, but they never really used it throughout the process because they knew the legacy piece doesn't fascinate me at all. If that's your pitch, then I wouldn't think that that's the best fit for me, if that's all you have to sell. With the legacy approach taking a backseat, Brown's decision-making process, Florida had to pitch other aspects of their program more. One talking point that made the strongest impact on the top 24/7 pass catcher was the infrastructure that they have for developing his position. Not only has Florida had a first-round pick in this most recent NFL draft, referring to Ricky Pearsall, but there are tons of staff that are hands-on with his position. Billy Napier, Billy Gonzalez, and also off-field staffers like David Doker and Chad Lucas. I really like that part because there's like 7 or 8 people involved with the receiver position alone. The system they have is proven. They just put a first rounder in the draft. The system is proven. Their development is proven. And I think a lot of people look past this, but Coach Napier was also a receiver coach at Alabama. He recruited different guys, different first round guys, and coached different first round guys. Along with all the guys there now, Coach Napier has success at that position. From head coach to position coach down to other staffers, they have a lot of knowledge about the position. Brown is also a high level academic student, high level academic kid. Florida's degree was something that was meshed into the 40-year plan he was looking to get out of his college experience. Florida is a prestigious university academically, but even more, there is a network that comes along with Florida and their degree. Not saying other schools don't have it. Florida has that network that comes along with them, and how strong that Gator brand is. I think it adds more value about it. Florida sees Brown fitting into their offense much like Ricky Pearsall did the past 2 years, being able to line up in different looks and get the ball in his hands in different ways. They see me being versatile at the wide receiver position, playing slot, moving outside, moving me around, and putting me in the best position to showcase my talent. As far as development, all the drill work and knowledge they have of the game. All good stuff, kind of like how they used Ricky Pearsall and how he played in the slot outright, took end routes. So it was good to see his development and usage lead to being a first-round pick. With 2 losing seasons on the field, there are some recruits that have been in wait and see now mode for how UF staff does under year 3. The struggles are not something the Gators tried to hide from Brown when recruiting him. Instead, they challenge him to be a part of that class that helped turn the tide, and it's a challenge that he's up for. I think their transparency with it and not trying to downplay it, they acknowledge it. Yeah, we haven't had the best seasons, but we're signing good classes and building to get better. They're making me understand that if you go here, you have to be up for the challenge. You have to be a part of the crew to get Florida back to where it's traditionally been. I think their transparency, acknowledging it, and saying their plan to get it fixed has definitely helped. With Brown now in the fold, he plans to put on his recruiting hat to work on building that class up. With him now being the Gators' top commitment this cycle, he knows that will come with a certain level of responsibility. And then it just talks more about what he brings to the table at Florida. So I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm now going to get into how he fits into this recruiting class. I'm going to pull it up here. Okay, so now he's the 10th recruit on Florida's recruiting class. He's now their top recruit according to 24/7's composite with above Jalen Wiggins, Waltez Clark, and Joshua Moore. He's the second receiver of the class. He's the 10th commit. Florida really needed this commit right now because they are like lower than almost every other power conference Florida outside of maybe UCF. I think they may still be below UCF in terms of 24/7's recruiting rankings. Um, and they really needed to get this Vernell Brown kid. They really needed a big land like this for the class because it's been a really big struggle so far, which is what you expected when you've had two back-to-back losing records. It's gonna under Napier. Well, it's three, but two under Napier. It's gonna hurt recruits' interest in wanting to join to the team because they don't want to be on a team that's losing. They want to be on a team that wins. That's just how it is. And Vernell Brown obviously brought that to their attention, and they did not hide from it, which I mean is probably good. They should be transparent with him and sell him on the vision of helping to be better. And this is another good recruit landed by the coaching staff. And shout out to Billy Gonzalez who landed another stud receiver. When he was coaching under Dan Mullen, he kind of got flack for not being the best recruiter at the wide receiver position, and I think he's kind of silenced those doubters and critics in his time with Billy Napier. So I think this is a good gift for Florida, a good gift for Billy Gonzalez, a much needed gift for Billy Napier, a much needed gift for the Florida program. And Vernell Brown, welcome to the Gators.